Go. And welcome everyone for this new Curious Cup. It's me again, Incurie, presenting you the second edition of the tournament. And as always, I'm not alone because I'm with Pat J. How are you?
Hi, Curie. I'm doing great and I'm happy to be here again. This is Curie Cup number 2 and people are coming back, so that means we have a good tournament going.
Yes, we have, as you said, we have some people coming back. I saw 5th Gen coming with Vanessa Full of Soup. Unfortunately, they have to drop, but yeah, it happens. A bit less people than last time, but yeah, as always, it happens. So we have 6 teams today, and so we decided to change a bit the format, and it's just now a single elimination bracket, and not with Zen top 4. We decided that because like it's quicker and it's just you play and it's a chill day.
Yeah, chill day indeed. We're gonna be we start with a best of 3 and we're gonna start between two cool teams that are For the Wolf versus Super Team 5.
Yes.
So I don't know much about For the Wolf, but Super Team 5, they're like one of the best teams in low level right now. They've
Yeah,
gotten to a lowing finals and they're very cool people too. So I'm looking forward to see them play.
yeah. I just saw the Sandu while doing the sitting. I saw they were very good in lowing, so I started to see them high, but I saw very good teams again while sitting. So right now they seated I think 5th over the 6 teams. I try to do the best sitting possible, but when we don't know a lot about the teams, it's quite hard to do it. That's why I ask teams to put some performances at the beginning of the tournament, so it eases the seeding.
Yeah, I mean, whatever the tournaments, we're going to be dependent on results.
Yes.
And finding all of these are pretty tough. And we're doing our best. But thankfully, it's a small tournament. So you don't have that many teams to face. And we'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's going to start between these two teams. We start with a best of 3, Curie. And
Yes.
do you have the map list ready?
Yep. So we're starting with the splat zone on Mahi Mahi, and then it will be a counter pick. So as last time, counter
Okay.
pick of maps of mode then map. So yeah, we're just waiting for 2 members of For the Wolf, and we'll be able to start the first match. Teams are currently lining up. So yeah. What are your thoughts on Splatoon Mahi Mahi, by the way?
Uh, Spla- it was good before they patched it, and they made it better when they patched it.
Yes.
It has become a staple of like competitive play. It's the way the map works allows your team to really take control of mid and to really try to push forward to really establish a lockdown. And there are several points at which your team can establish that control. And there are always ways to get back in the game. There are always ways to different dynamics you can have. You can just drop onto the right and try to get the best and immediately drop onto the zone, try to paint it. Or you can go the long way to the left, which is more safer, which is slower, which can also be blocked because there are lots of jumps. So if you put one good weapon, like say a 52 gal with an ink wall onto that size with all the jumps that you have between the islands, you can really stop that alley into the zone. And like there are lots of different dynamics that can go. All going around that center of the map, which is like pretty wide now and really allows for lots of different team fights that are very, very fun to watch, honestly. And they really allow every team to play differently, to bring what they want to bring to the table.
Yeah, I heard you talking a lot about the left path. Yeah, it's dangerous. It's a bit slower than the right one, but it allow I think it allows a lot of a lot of new plays. Like you can put a crab or a Zuka, and it has so much range. So if you clear that left side, it's completely open to touch the zone.
Yep.
So that's why that's why it can be very very important to take that left side, to take control of it, so you can really easily move around.
Yeah, I think like there are lots of ways, and honestly, what I'm really looking forward to see if is anyone brings the new special, the screen, on into the mix, because there is so much space into that mid. Having a screen in the middle of it, really blocking any kind of view, can really change the way your team fights can go, and like that's the kind of plays that this map allows. And honestly, I'm not so sure about the screen. What it does like is very restricted and very slow, but on a map like this where you can have these big team fights onto mid, that screen onto mid can really change things.
Yeah, it does. Uh, yeah, of course the screen is a bit weird. Like the special just got out, so we don't know if it is really good. And I don't think there's a lot of very good weapon who got that screen.
Yeah.
So yeah, it can be interesting, but the only weapon I'm remembering right now is the Brella. So of course it's not a very good weapon.
Oh yeah, so the two weapons with it are the Undercover Brella, which is not going to see much competitive play, but the other weapon with it is the Squeezer with the Other Bomb, and the
Yeah.
Squeezer already has shown that it's like an incredibly good main weapon in the right hands. That being said, is it really worth just like the other Squeezers has Zuka, so why would you go with Screen if you can have a Squeezer with Zuka?
Yeah, you have
on the other
Zuka
hand?
and you have Inkwall, and we already know Inkwall is an amazing sub because like it has so much life, so you can tank a lot of hits with it, and that's why we see a lot of Squeezers. It's because I think because of the wall and the Zuka, of course, but the wall really helps against backlines, of course. And the Squeezer already has a lot of range, so it can challenge it, but even more easily with the wall.
Yeah, I think it's like a special and a weapon that are going to take some time finding where they stand in the meta, where they stand in the game overall. But we'll see very soon what these teams are able to do. And are we starting? We are starting the game.
Yes, we are. And so we will have Super Team 5 in yellow and For the Wolf in purple, blue, whatever you call that color. I never knew. What is it? And so we have pretty interesting comps with a Dread Ring for Super Team 5, and already the mid is very disputed.
Quite the dispute onto mid. Super Team 5 getting the zone early, and as you said, that Red Ring can be pretty dangerous in fights, but especially that Reef Slider can capture the zone pretty much instantly. Right now, For the Wolf are just pushing Super Team 5 away, getting bad control over mid, and now it's For the Wolves. It's their turn to try to establish that control, to really push Super Team 5 away, and the Kraken getting in and trying to get a few picks, but oh, wait, oh, Super Team 5 just defending their spawn, getting in and getting the zone as if it's nothing right now.
Yeah, they got it very easily. A lot of good kills by Wack, the Stamper. And now they're just defending the right side. We got be careful of that Kraken and those Zukas who really help taking some kills. But again, the Reef Slider getting some ink, and the zone is still yellow at the moment.
The zone is neutral. Super Team 5 able to really survive that monster push by For the Wolf. And they are able to score a bit more points, but right now they're going to have to move away from all of it. For the Wolf in control. And now that the map has opened, now that the water has dropped, for the Wolf, they have much more ways to defend.
Yes, but there is also a lot of ways to push for Super Team 5. We can see Wag here on the right side, helped by his teammate. The Rift Slider is out, the Zipcaster is out, and no, it doesn't work.
I mean, Super Team 5 applied penalty there, made sure that For the Wolf had to fight for that zone. Right now, though, For the Wolf, they don't have that much penalty because they didn't have that many points. If they keep the zone just 10 more seconds and they get that lead right now.
Yeah, very good lead. Yes, they got it. But already Super Team 5 on the mid with some specials, like we can see the Babbler. We can see the Rift Slider maybe soon out. And some very good kills here by Mango, taking the kill on Kaki. Maybe Guru. Guru is alone here.
Guru just not moving back, keeping the fight on. That's going to be punished finally, and Super Team 5 is back in control. Again, it's their turn to get rid of penalty, and because the game has gone such back and forth, Fury, we don't have that big penalties. Like, both teams are really able to get back in there, and Super Team 5 just like that takes the lead and forces For the Wolf to wait a bit longer so that they can get their specials at the ready.
Oh, very good Zuka here by Meo. Getting killed by Mecha. Mecha getting some very good kills here on Guru on the TP maybe.
Ooh, and a bit more for Mecha, but it's too late. Super Team 5 is going to get that game won.
Yeah, very good game won by Super Team 5 here. And also very good, like they were able to hold For the Wolf in the last seconds, so they can get the game, and that was very good, very well played. But For the Wolf played very well too. Like, it was very back and forth. The whole game was very back and forth, and the push weren't very big, so there were not a lot of penalties.
Yeah, these two teams really managed to get into each other's defense, and both teams with a very good attack able to really push. For the Wolf, if they find a map mode where they can defend a little bit better, where they can stop what Super Team 5 is doing, they have the advantage of a Kraken at the ready. So they should be able to push in no matter what. So they just need a map that favors their defense a bit more, and they should be able to get at least a game free between these two teams.
Yes. So now we're just waiting for the pick and bans from each team. Let me just check it. We have nothing for the moment. So it's mode pick for the Wolf.
I think you might want to do that in Battlefight chat. That's probably going to be simpler for everybody involved.
Yeah, maybe I'll just... Okay, sorry.
No problem.
We're back here, and Battlefight. There's no chat for the moment.
Yep.
Oh, I was on the wrong match, of course. It can't work. Okay, it's okay. So mode pick for the win. For the Wolf. That's not the right team, not the right FTW.
Yeah, so we'll see what For the Wolf is going to do right now, but we will see how
it seems like they're picking Clam Blitz.
Ooh. So Clam Blitz being picked by Wolf means right now we are going to have to wait for the map ban by Super Team 5.
Yes. Yeah, don't hesitate to cheer for your team on the chat. We want to see some cheers and some chants, maybe even for each team.
Yeah.
Right now, it's only the first round, so BO3, as you can see. And yeah, Super Team 5 getting the first game, and now we just wait for the second game to start. And we can already tell the second mode will be a Clan Blitz.
Yeah, it should be Clan Blitz. And Curie, this is do or die for the Wolf right now. They have just this one game. They need to win it if they want to stay in the tournament, because this is single elimination. Last time we had a bit of Swiss before, lots of time for teams to try things and go at each other. Right now, we are just waiting, and this being single elimination best of 3 is going to be very, very tough for the Wolf. They're going to have like to win that Clan Blitz game no matter what happens.
Yes. Oh, there's just a little bit of a problem in the chat.
Okay, so Curie, do we have news from?
Yeah, I just fixed the
Super Team
situation. They were a bit confused by the Kunda pick. It seems like they're agreeing on Rainmaker Undertow. What, Bluefin? I don't.
Okay, so we'll see.
Okay, so they're going to Gentleman to Rainmaker Undertow.
Okay, well, we are going to Rainmaker Undertow then. This is going to be map number 2.
Yes. So let me just fix the overlay and we will be back. So it's Rainmaker on Undertow Spillway. It should be good on the overlay.
Yeah, it looks wonderful.
And so just waiting for the two teams to get ready. Undertow Speedway, again, a basic of competitive play. We see it every time and we always have some great matches. I remember the game in the first Curious Cup. I don't remember the teams, but it was an amazing game with some good plays. And now we're back in the ink.
Yeah, back in the ink, and here we go between these two teams. For the Wolf, I don't think they're changing their composition really, and that's really for them. But Super Team 5 bringing the Splatana Wiper right there. That Wiper gives you extra popping power, and right now Super Team 5 gets that victory on. They get to pop the Rainmaker Shield, and that means they get to move forward right now and try to get like some extra picks onto For the Wolf. But For the Wolf is defending pretty good. We are in a 1v1 right now.
Yeah, Garou versus Aphrodite, and it's a win for Garou. And so I think For the Wolf will move ahead and take some picks. We got Wack coming back here on the field, but not a lot of defense. Oh, the Stamper is here.
Yeah, that's Splatana Wiper, not good enough to stop the Rainmaker, but yes, they are able to at least pop it with the Ultra Stun. Right now, Super Team 5 managed to keep themselves in the game, deny a real push on the side of For the Wolf. Both teams still struggling to get that control onto mid, Curie.
Yeah, there's a lot of fights, a lot of kills taken, and so no one really gets the team, the mid, as you said. We get some kills and some specials here, but yeah, Wack getting killed, and so the vacuum is there from Goru. Maybe the kill on the Dreadringer, but no. And so they're pushing on left, apparently.
Yep.
And yeah, getting the lead, getting the checkpoint.
That first checkpoint is going to be very big for the Wolf right now. Super Team 5 with 2 players down. They need to defend all they can. They need to stop things. But with the vacuum right now, Kaki is going to re-grab Rainmaker and make a few extra points.
Very good points here by Kaki. And yeah, Super Team 5 already reacting to it and getting the kills, getting the mid. We can see Mekog here very ahead. But yeah, he kind of forced to get killed. I would have said he would come back, but no, getting killed. The Rainmaker is behind the tentacles of Aphrodite. And already some specials here to kill the Rainmaker, but no kill yet. Yes, it is done by the Cavalry.
Yeah, and for the Wolf right now, after struggling in that game 1, they are winning every engagement, every team fight, and they are making a few more points this time on the right.
Yeah, oh, very good kills here by Meow on Aphrodite, and yeah, very extending the push with the vacuum. Hard defense for Super Team 5 here.
Yeah, Super Team 5 really defending as much as they can, but they have to defend that ramp as much, and with less than 2 minutes left in the game, Curry, Super Team 5 has yet to get that first checkpoint, and honestly they have yet to get past mid to really score anything.
Yeah, because they already got past mid once, but they weren't even close to the checkpoint. As we can see, only few points. Oh, very nice pick here. And Meow getting the Rainmaker, so pushing for his team again. We get the vacuum, but it's not enough.
Yeah, but at least Super Team 5 maintains that defense, maintains that lead from Thor the Wolf is pretty good, but it's not an unsurmountable one. Like, Super Team 5 can still get back in that last minute, but they need to get things going, and Meow just stopping Wack and getting a
triple kill.
That's going to slow all of Super Team 5's efforts right now. Super Team 5 Aphrodite has to wait for the rest of her team to get back into this game to really stop things, and Thor the Wolf, they only need to just dance around mid, maintain these fights, and everything is going their way right now.
Yeah, absolutely everything, as you said. And yeah, that's already a very good push here with the vacuum, getting some more points, getting close to the win, but no, 4 points left. That was a tough defense for Super Team 5, a very close one.
And Super Team 5 right now, they need a monster overtime push, and they already have 2 players down. They're just struggling to get out of their spawn, but they have to now. They need to move forward because they just have a minute to reach the checkpoint, and it's going to be ended right there, right now. Thor the Wolf gets a game 3.
Yeah, that's a very good game 3 here. With as you said, very good game. It wasn't as close as the last one.
Yeah, Thor the Wolf really choosing a map mode that is good for them, that profits them, and right there showing why they wanted to go there. And now, though, it's Super Team 5's turn to really find something, to really find the map mode that is good for them, that allows them to get the edge back onto that team, and we'll see if they are able to find that. If they are able to find their own map mode, to find their own rhythm, they get to qualify. But after that momentum that Thor the Wolf just got, that is going to be a tough one.
Yeah, very tough one. So we just have to see what the teams want to pick for the last game of the BO, and who will get to to face Curious. Oh, I don't have the team name. I know it's Curious something. It's Curious Lover. Okay.
Yeah, Curious Lover.
Amazing team name.
I mean, you have to appreciate.
And I appreciate it. Of course I do.
Yeah, but let's get ready for game number 3 right now. These two teams discussing the picks and bans. I know you have your own like pick ban rules.
Yes.
So we'll see what it's all on Super Team 5 right now to decide what the next mode will be.
Yes, so yeah, the bans are reversed now. And everything is in the end of Super Team 5. Like, they have to choose the map and the mode. Okay, and they're going to Clam Blitz Scorch Gorge, apparently.
Oh. Clam Blitz Scorch Gorge is like very much more back to an open map fights on a really flat ground. So a bit more reminiscent of what happened on Mahi, and I think that's the kind of a choice that is very good for Super Team 5. It's all now about like finding that coordination that's going to allow them to get the clams into the basket.
Yeah, very important to get the mid. The mid is very wide, but also very narrow because there's this big block in the center. So it can be difficult to move around, but also very, very easy to get the specials ready and to have some efficiency with the specials.
Yeah. Oh. And here's my face coming back into the stream. And yeah, like honestly, efficiency is going to decide a lot, and a lot is going to be decided by can you get that basket open and can you stay in control of that basket area after you opened it long enough for the rest of your team to get back in there, get that control of more clams and keep that basket open. If you're able to, like, it's really possible to get 3 teammates onto that basket area, have a very, very good control and deny any pushback from the other team. If you do that while your 4th player is going back to get some more clams, you really can get like a 50, 80 or 100 points push.
Yes. And so we're back in the game for the last one. And we can see the Splatter color screen.
Yeah, I see 2 green weapons, Super Team 5 bringing the new Stamper. Meanwhile, For the Wolf bringing that new Squeezer and that screen that goes with it.
Yeah, oh, first kill here on Mango. Squeezer pushing ahead. And yeah, that's some very good kills and very good positions for the Wolf.
Ooh. Yeah, For the Wolf already on the attack, and right now that screen allowing Cozy to really get forward and really invade the defense from Super Team 5. For the Wolf is going to get... Oh wait!
They don't have clams!
They
missed it!
The Super Clan! The Super Clan is up there and they just wasted their push! Ah! Don't do that! But for the Wolf they already have another Super Clan at the ready, but they just wasted all the big push. And panicking.
They're already coming back though.
Oh yeah. And they're back with a vengeance right now, and that clam is better go. That clam better go in that basket right now for the Wolf. Finally with some points.
Yeah, and some very good points because they put so much pressure here. Be careful of the specials with the wrist slider, and yeah, killed with the Splatana.
Yep.
And now it's time for Super Team 5 to come back on mid, get some kills, get some turf, and get some clams, because right now they can't push.
Right now, what Super Team 5 especially needs is some control over mid, because For the Wolf is not stopping there, just going around everywhere, forcing Super Team 5 to really do whatever they can. Super Team 5, they only have 8 clans between all of them. They managed to get a bit of control, but they have yet to get the clans, and they have yet to really find a way onto For the Wolves' defense.
Yeah, and we can see it's pretty hard here. Even though they can get some kills, they got the wall, the whale, and it's time to push, even though there is a screen behind. Oh, Bubbler is out. The crab is out, but it's pretty hard. Tough defense here for the Wolves.
Yeah, For the Wolf really defending well, and Super Team 5, they had the specials under the basket, but they didn't have the clans at the ready to really profit from that big bubbler being right there. And right now, Super Team 5, despite being managing to get so far, they got nothing out of it. And with 2 minutes left, they're going to need to get these clans and get these clans in the basket fast.
Yeah, only 2 minutes left, as you said. We already got Goru here, getting some very good positioning, very good turf, and putting some pressure, helped by the Spiders color screen. And they got the TP! They got the TP!
They managed to get... Oh, wait, what a double! And right now, For the Wolf is reopening that basket, getting even more clans in there. And the counter is now at 47. And For the Wolf is going to extend that. Look at that. Goru and Cozy are just holding all of the area for the rest of the teammates to just go back, get a bit more clams and extend things.
And still Goru getting a very good trade kill here. But yeah, I think it's the end of the push, maybe. Yeah, we got Kaki here still. And just 1 point left. They got 1 clamp to put.
1 point!
Oh no, it's over. I think it's over. Maybe Goru, maybe Kaki. Kaki, no, and the wipeout is there. Finally, the push is over, and now it's KO or nothing for Super Team 5.
But look at that, they already have a crab tank right in position, and they are collecting all the clams right now. That's what they need to do. And now they just need to get that super clam and push into the basket. For the Wolf, defending as much as they can, but that super clam is coming though, and Super Team 5, they're going to need another push to get in there again. They got the crab tank in the right position, but the clams were not ready, and now Super Team 5 is back to the drawing board.
Yes, they're back in full force in mid. Nice kill here, but it's not enough. Goru getting the revenge for his teammate. The clam trying to push on the right here, held by the junior. But yeah, it's very tough for Super Team 5 here.
Yeah, and Super Team 5 with 2 super clams, but For the Wolf is all around them right now, and For the Wolf is just looking to advance a bit more. Super Team 5 now pays to or die. It's overtime. They need to go just forward, try to get that super clam into the basket, and the
first kills are done here. Oh no! Amazing Bob!
A single suction bomb got everybody and crushed the dreams of Super Team 5. For the Wolf advances.
Yeah, For the Wolf getting a very good win here. I'm still mad it wasn't the KO. It was like 1 point from KO, but amazing work here from both teams, honestly.
Yeah.
Super Team 5 getting a very good first win on the first game. And yeah, just For the Wolf getting the engine spot, and yeah, just getting the 2 games left, and so advancing to face Curious Lover.
Yeah, so we will take a short break as we prepare the next game. But yeah, congratulations to our Wolf, to For the Wolf, for beating Super Team 5 and advancing in the tournament.
Yep, short break, we're coming back right after. And so we're back here for the semi-final, who will oppose Curious Lover and For the Wolf. And as a starting game, we will go on the Splat Zone in Flounder Heights. As always, very classic map, I guess, on the competitive Splatoon scene. Basic Splat Zone map. Yeah, I know backlines won't like it, but yeah, it's very played today because like aggro weapons are very good on it, and I think that's why it's very played.
Yeah, I mean, when I first started to play this map, I was playing backline and I hated it. And then
Same.
I moved to be a frontline support. I started loving this map. And now I'm back to backline, so I have very, very mixed feelings about Flounder. But yeah, it's such a brutal map mode. And honestly, starting a set against a team you don't necessarily know so well right there is going to be very tough. It's going to be brutal because the team that's able to get that control of top mid first, the team that's able to get these two zones and push the other team back in their spawn has a huge advantage onto the other. And getting back, getting any kind of comeback on this map mode is incredibly tough, and we will see if a team is able to do that. If a team is able to get a comeback to push the other team back after being pushed away, that team gets the victory guaranteed. But it's a very tall order. More likely than not, the team that's able to get that control first wins the game.
Yeah, I don't have anything to say more about this. So we're just getting into the game and let the players speak for themselves.
Yep.
And so Curie's Lover, as they love Curie, will be in yellow, and For the Wolf will be, as the last game, in purple.
Yeah, and For the Wolf bringing the Inkbrush Nouveau, the Octobrush Nouveau onto the mix. But these beacons are going to be very key on allowing the team to be quite aggro and still jump back, still come back. Right now, we are just fighting for mid, left and right.
Yeah, and honestly, For the Wolf, very good here to push back Curie's Lover.
Yeah, very aggressive, very much fighting and forcing Curie's Lover to wait a bit. And now that both teams have their tactical at the ready go, we can expect a lot of fights happening between the two teams. And both teams just attempt to fight and not really get any ground.
Yeah, Meow getting a very good kill here on the Jets. Some damage, but not very much more. And honestly, For the Wolf, better than I imagined, honestly, against the first seed of the tournament.
Yeah, For the Wolf right now defending the zone pretty well. They're already at 50 points, Curie. If they manage to hold that same duration, they win the game with a commanding KO. And look at that, Curie's Lover, as good as they are, getting back into this map is so tough! And Groru just ending a dream with Bazooka right now. The Curie's Lover are struggling to get back in.
Yeah, no penalty even, like, they can't touch the zone. And For the Wolf just getting some points, only 10 points left. And it's the last push for Curie's Lover, but it won't be enough, I think. And For the Wolf getting the first win in, like, in a blitz.
Yeah, and it's really these beacons, that ability that For the Wolf had to not get pushed away from the zone, staying there, keeping the fight active and forcing Curie's Lover back into their spawn. And then Curie's Lover really like struggling to get back onto top mid, struggling to get that victory back. And now Curie's Lover get to counterpick, and despite being seen number one, they are very much in difficulty now.
Yeah, honestly, I wasn't expecting for the Wolves to to be that brutal against Curious Lover. But yeah, very good work from them. So we just have to wait and see how it goes for the remainder of the set.
Yes, we will see how it goes. These two teams really fighting it hard, but again, it's Flounder Heights, and that initial advantage that For the Wolf was able to get onto Flounder Heights really played into their favor, and it's really that choice of I think like the beacons gave them the victory there, because Curious Lover they wanted to get all these fights that For the Wolf was getting, but For the Wolf was getting in faster and safer than Curious Lover could. So if Curious Lover managed to get on a map mode where the beacons don't do that to them, they get to decide things with the fights themselves and not the overall dynamic of the game.
Yep, true. And we'll go on Zone for the first map. And so FTW will ban Crableg and Museum.
Yeah, so like For the Wolf banning the
Museum Mahi. Museum Mahi, sorry.
Oh, okay. For the Wolf, I mean, we've seen them on Mahi. They don't want these flat fights. They want the Flounder. They want that elevation. These really weird fights that use all the geometry of the map. That's, I mean, when you have a carbon, that's the kind of fights that you want. And right now, Curious Lover are going to have to fight them on that kind of ground.
And there will be still a flat stage for the next game because they're choosing Barnacle and Dime.
Oh yeah, Barnacle and Dime still in there. That's the kind of like flat ground, a bit more like time to recollect themselves, more ways to get back in the game. That's the kind of things that's going to allow Curious Lover to show what they're made of, to play how they want to play. So we'll see how they are able to do on Barnacle and Dime. But honestly, this has to be a better map than Flounder Heights.
Yeah, of course. Because yeah, they were very struggling. They were really struggling on the heights, and like For the Wolf was really capitalizing on the position advantage, and that's why they were so strong, because Curious Lover couldn't even touch them because they were too far away and at the bottom of the map. And now with Barnacle and Dime, everyone is pretty much on the same ground, so you can work much more on some flanks, etc. So yeah, we can expect it will be easier for Curious Lover.
Yeah, and given the counter pick system, Curious Lover, they're going to need to win this map mode, because now they lost game 1. Now they have to beat For the Wolf onto their own counter picks, and we've seen For the Wolf, when they choose the map mode, when they choose the terrain, they can get a lot going. So let's see now, Curious Lover, what they're able to do with this map.
Yes, and we can already see the charger for Curious Lover in the tentacles of Potato. And yeah, basic comp for the Wolf, coming back with the Squeezer and the Carbon Roller.
Yep. And Potato now in position is going to be such an asset for Curious Lover. Potato is such a great sniper. Once they are in position, once they are looking at you, your team is in such deep trouble right now. Curious Lover are going to have such a different dynamic right now, but For the Wolf, they don't care. They are back on the attack, and look at that Meow already in there with Bazooka, getting more.
Yeah, getting a lot of good kills with Potato surviving and getting the kill, getting killed again by Cozy. Again, some back and forth kills, but it's not in the advantage of Curious Lover.
Yeah, Curious Lover just needing to fight to get out of their own spawn right now. They have a tactical up that's going to allow them to to at least take some ground and try to get a few fights, but For the Wolf are not stopping right now, just capturing completely the essence of their spawn and really For the Wolf having full control.
Yeah, full control, as you said. Getting some few kills, but it's not enough. The strikes are here. Yes, getting the zone in one strike.
Yeah, Curious Lover keeping themselves standing in that game and finally able to get things going to put themselves into position. And now, with the 2 splash wall that they have and that range advantage that the Charger gives them, it's going to be a very different Curious Lover team that we're going to see right now. For the Wolf are just moving forward, trying to apply that penalty, not able to get it right now, but Meow with Bazooka is going to push the Curious Lover away and get that zone back.
Yeah, I feel For the Wolf very capitalizing on the Miazukas and pushing forward with it. It's what allows them to move that fast and get so many kills very quickly.
Yeah, but Curious Lover are getting their groove back. They're getting in this game. They're finding more and more opportunities to really contest what For the Wolf is doing. It's all like Curious Lover, if they manage to get another good hold onto the zone, they can get that lead back. They can get that KO. And right now, 2 down onto For the Wolf. The front line dive of For the Wolf has been put down. And Apple with the 52 gal looking to get a few more picks, but get picks themselves. Curious Lover still struggling to get onto that zone despite an even fight.
Yeah, even fight, but yeah, For the Wolf really getting the zone back every time, but Curious Lover managing to slow them down a bit. And yeah, Zuzuka is out for Cozy, and Curious Lover just needs some specials here because the KO is near.
The KO is very close indeed. We have no more penalty. Curious Lover need to throw everything they have at the zone, and they do! And get the picks, and Kaki right now is going to get picked too. That means no tactical, it's just Meow right now having to jump back, save that Zuka. And Curious Lover, despite being so close from a KO, are still in this game, and they are going to need a very, very good hold on to the zone.
I think it's the first time Curious Lover is in that advantage position. Every time they got the zone, it was like with few kills, but not a wipeout, and this time it was. And so For the Wolf is in their spawns, pretty much alone against the range of Potato.
Yeah, and the Tri-Strike is going to delay things from Curious Lover. Meow! Falling down though.
The lead and the KO.
Whoa!
Amazing push here by Curious Lover, and that's what I said. It was the first time they had a clear advantage, and they managed to keep it even more than For the Wolf.
Yeah, it's really maintaining that position a little bit longer, and that Tri-Strike, that defensive Tri-Strike that Curious Lover got, they were pushed behind the zone. Despite having that advantage, they were pushed away from the zone, but throwing the Tri-Strike allowed them to just keep the zone a little bit longer, force For the Wolf to attack a bit more, to take a few more risks, and allow Potato to really punish them for these risks. I mean, Curious Lover, they really struggled in that game. Don't get me wrong, but they are 1-1 right now. They are even with that For the Wolf team going into game 3.
Yes, and so right now it's For the Wolf who will have the counter pick, and we've already seen they're very strong on their own map. So yeah, let's just see what they decide.
I mean, if For the Wolf goes back onto Undertow Spillway Rainmaker, this is like very good for them, because when you have a carbon of the caliber of Meow, you can really unleash all that carbon energy and get free picks, get free wins off of that. And so far, Curious Lover, they've really struggled to defend when Father Wolf is moving forward, is just attacking them. And it's really like that ability to stand in position that they managed to pull through in the end of that game too. They're going to need to channel that again if they want to win this set.
Yes. And we got the answer, and we're going to Clam, and so now just a ban from I was about to say Booyah Gang because I saw Yoshi's, but no, it's not Booyah Gang, it's Curious Lover. So yeah, Clam picked by FTW. And yeah, honestly, pretty good choice from what we've seen. We've seen they're really good on modes where they can they have to move around a lot because they can just put so much pressure. And so Mako and Scorch ban from Curious Lover, because yeah, I think they saw how strong was the Scorch Gorge for FTW. And yeah, Mako might pretty logical too, because there's a lot of blocks, a lot of tops, etc. So
you don't want to play on Mako if the enemy has a good carbon. That's just like you don't go there. You don't take the risk. Go onto like any other map would be better. So we'll see how the Curious Lover where the Father Wolf decides to go.
And they decide to go on Inkblot.
What choice they have right now? Oh,
Inkblot Art Academy.
Inkblot Art Academy. I mean, it's a classic.
Classic, especially for Carbon,
like
I guess.
So many things.
Like Carbon is very good on that map, so yeah, pretty good pick, I guess. So Clam on Inkblot, we will see a lot of movement here again, because the mode is like this and the map allows a lot of movement.
Yeah.
Of course, coming from Splatoon 2, there's a lot of options. Like you can go pretty much everywhere on that map and push and put pressure from everywhere.
Yeah, for sure. And the part that's still to pay attention is that incline that allows you to get behind the enemy basket, that allows you to really create that surprise attack. And that's really something that your team has to be mindful all the way. And we'll see if any team is really able to cheese that and get a few extra clams in there. If you're able to get that upper basket area, your team has like a lot of points. But overall, on this mad mode, usually it's take control of mid, throw lots of bombs onto the platform, and then score the clams.
Yeah, put a lot of bombs, put a lot of specials, because you're easily... like, you can't move very easily once you're in your spawn, like, blocked in your spawn. So yeah, once you get the advantage, you can extend the lead a lot, but you always have to stop the push at one time. So you can't really do a one push KO on that map. It happens sometimes, of course, but it's not very frequent.
And Curious Lover for more aggro, for more like aggressive moves, so that they can have 3 frontliners pretty much. Potato move to the pencil. I love to see a good pencil.
It's amazing to see.
Oh yeah, it allows the rest of your team to go so fast, to take so many fights. And right now, Curious Lover taking the fights is what they need.
Nice kill here, but it's a trade, and good kill from Yoshi on Goru. And now maybe an opportunity to push. Oh, but be careful of Meow.
Oh. What?
Very good reactions though.
Yoshi's reacting so well there, and Curious Lover keeping that control, and right now accumulating a lot of clams.
Yep, the tactical is out So huge movement boost here, but very good kill from Cozy with the squeezer.
Ooh. Yeah, very, very nice defense on the side of Wolf, and you saw like that defensive screen that Wolf used. Curious Lover didn't really know how to approach that, how to get past that. And right now, Wolf are back into the game despite getting pummeled in the opening. Right now, they are reversing all the momentum for themselves.
And I just realized it's been a minute and a half and no one pushed. No point was gotten here.
Yeah.
And it's just back and for some kills, but yeah, no team getting a real advantage here. Because there's always someone sharking in the ink to stop the push.
Yeah, and right now for the Wolf, they have lots of control onto the map, but they are lacking a lot of clams too. But Zuka is going to be punished right there. And look at that for the Wolf, they're under the basket, but they don't have any clams. So Curious Lover gets free defense as for the Wolf is forced to wait a little bit.
They need one more clam to push and it's getting killed.
Oh, the punish. And right now for the Wolf, they got a monster push, but they didn't have the clams. And here's what happens. We are halfway through the game, Jerry, and not a single clam has been put in the basket.
Yeah, and we're just coming back to mid here with Curious Lover. Meow on the right side here, menacing Apple with the Zuka here. Is out, maybe a kill. And I don't think that will be a kill. Forced to jump out, but killed nonetheless. And the Spectacolor screen is again out, but Mist here getting some very good kills. Trying to survive, helping Yoshis to survive too and get some kills. And it's still even the whole game.
We are seeing trade after trade after trade, and neither team is really able to get that extra advantage right now. Curious Lover, they have a super clam that gives them the...
Meow is very dangerous here.
Meow! Meow! Punishing that crab tank right there. That's a huge stop on Curious Lover's attack, because right now Curious Lover, all they have is that super clam. They're not able to push forward, and for the Wolf back into the control back, like he's stopping everything. Neither team really able to get that momentum, but Curious Lover staying into mid, maintaining that pressure, and now they have two super clam and the cooler.
And maybe no, because Meow is here still. And yeah, since Mist is in trap, he can't do very much. Maybe in the two clams, two power clams here, and that's honestly a very good push from what we've seen. 40 points is like immense since like only 30 seconds left.
Yeah, we're in the last minute of the game, and for the Wolf have yet to get any push going. And look at that Apple. Okay, Apple getting punished there, but Curious Lover have painted all of mid yellow right now. Meow is sharking, trying to get that pick onto Yoshi's getting it. That's the kind of momentum that For the Wolf need, but right now For the Wolf, they're going to need a big push.
They have clams, it's not a problem. Now they need some specials to very push forward. Meow has the Zuka, but will it be enough?
Ooh! And the screen doesn't help when you have a super clam onto you. Curious Lover are really able to punish them, and For the Wolf struggling to keep these clams alive.
-3! -3, but there's no time! There's no time for the Wolf!
And that's going to be 2-1 for Curious Lover.
Wow, amazing defense here from Curious Lover. And yeah, that game was decided on one push, and it wasn't even a great push, like it was 40 points. It's not a lot.
It really was a show of patience by the Curious Lover. Curious Lover showing, okay, we are going to struggle to get past mid, but we don't mind. We stay there. We stay in that control. we keep that control strong and we deny everything you do until you make that one mistake. And once that one mistake happened on the side of Overwolf, Curious Lover just got that single push and they knew that's all they needed. And from then on, it was just painting mid, painting mid, painting mid. Oh, there's a super clam on you. We are focusing that super clam and making sure that you cannot go forward. Very, very nice show of patience by the Curious Lover.
Yeah, it's very a lot of patience. That was the main word of that game. And for the Wolf, choosing to go to Rainmaker again, a mode where you have to move a lot. So they're just trying to capitalize on the movements here from the carbon, from the gal, etc. It's their main weapon, and they don't want to abandon it.
Yeah, I think Rainmaker is a pretty good choice for the Wolf.
For both team,
they really
honestly.
want this. Oh, for both teams, yes, but for the Wolf, they want these aggro plays. They want to move forward and be as explosive as you can. Rainmaker is not a game of patience most of the time. It's a game of getting the picks and getting forward.
And getting the cheese a lot of the time. Because let's be honest, Rainmaker is a very cheesy mode. Like, a lot of games are decided on a single push, getting past the defense by we will never know how, but it gets to the top, it gets the KO for a reason, but yeah, it's also a mode where you can't play the patience. Like, you can, but it's never the better option.
Yeah, but Curie, that first game, that For the Wolf one, was off of their faster respawn on Flounder Heights. So
Yeah.
managing to really get... If For the Wolf is able to keep that respawn going, that's the kind of stuff, that's the kind of edge that wins you the Rainmaker games. So we'll see if For the Wolf is able to do just that. And they're
Yeah,
going to need a map where they get these fights going.
and maybe the comeback of the October Nouveau, because that's what allowed them to move so quickly in the first game, because there were those beacons for super jumps.
Yeah, if there's one thing they want to avoid, though, it's wide open space where Potato can be set themselves into position. Because once you have that big sniper active and dangerous, your team has to slow down, and these beacons are not like useful anymore because you have to wait anyways. So I feel like if Wolf is able to really get forward, really push and find a way to constantly flank onto Curious Lover, they have a very good choice, a very good shot at getting a game 5.
And they will have, because we're going to Undertow Speedway for the fourth game. So yeah, a lot of movement possible, and also a very good map for everything that can threaten upper positions. Like, if you have a blaster, if you have a carbon, if you have a brush, it's very good on it, because a backline weapon won't last long if it stays on the top. Like, you have to move around a lot, even as a backline.
Yeah, for sure. You need to move, and we'll see if Curious Lover is able to keep that mobility that they're going to need, because so far we've mostly seen them try to get a position and hold that position. You can't do that on Rainmaker. So if Curious Lover doesn't find really an up the a way to up the phase to add extra rhythm and go forward, For the Wolf are in a very, very good position right now.
They do. And now just waiting for the last playoff for the Wolf. So yeah, they have a very good shot. Like, it's the last chance for FTW to get to final. They can't make any mistake there. And Curious Lover is in full force. They have the time to see. They can make a mistake, but it will be tough after. If they give the momentum to FCW, I think it will be hard to come back.
I mean, if you can end it here, you might as well do so. Let's see what Curious Lover is bringing. Potato with a vanilla charger. I think Potato has changed weapon every game
Yes.
for something different. Meanwhile, everybody else is bringing what you'd expect. For the Wolf, bringing back that 96 vanilla to have a vacuum of their own.
And we can see Potato already a lot in front for a charger. But the vacuum is here from Goru in the very beginning of the game, getting the kill on Potato.
Ooh.
And that's a -2. They will push immediately to the left.
Yeah, and that immediate push is going to give them a very early checkpoint in just 30 seconds. Overwolf has gotten themselves a very, very good hold onto that game. And it's not over yet. Look at Kaki just moving in, getting that aggro. Potato with the vacuum is going to stop Goru in its
But
track.
Meow still!
Is down.
Oh, Meow can't do
Ooh,
anything because of the pop.
Yeah, the killer whale just exposed Meow and showed Meow to all of Curious Lover, and then the pop just ended it. Made sure that there was so much pain, nothing could be done. But Curious Lover, they need to get that checkpoint back if they want to be back into that game.
And they need to get some kills. That's the more important right now. If they don't get any kills, it will be hard. But first checkpoint, thanks to the vacuum.
Ooh.
And now it's mainly open. Missed,
Whoa.
getting to 26 points left. That's an amazing push.
And that's not over yet.
It's
Potato
not over.
just re-grabbing right again.
And the
Bring it
wipeout.
to 19, and there was a wipe out. Curious Lover is going to get a few more points to 17. Curious Lover is still in there. Yoshi just has to move back now. Respect the defense by For the Wolf, but that was a monster push by Curious Lover. And For the Wolf, now it's do or die. They are going to need a huge attack if they want to stay in this tournament.
Oh, very good kill here by Kaki. And yeah, For the Wolf just need to get the mid, need to get some kills, and need to stop that pressure from Curious Lover. And it seems like they're doing so.
And as you said, Curious Lover just need to put in pressure, just need to get a few flanks, to throw a few bombs, to slow down For the Wolf for just 2 minutes and a half. And right now, For the Wolf are really struggling to get out of this mid, but Curious Lover not able to get many picks. For the Wolf, if they stay patient, if they maintain...
That bomb!
Oh! Oh!
The bomb from Potato here was very well thrown. Oh, and
Yeah.
very good kill here on Goru, trying to get the Rainmaker. But be careful, yes, of the Zuka here from Cozy. But it's mainly a close game right now, because there's not a lot of picks, and so people can't really move. They're just throwing bombs, throwing some shots, putting pressure, but no one can move. Very good bomb here, slowing down Kaki, and Yoshi could kill him right now.
Yeah. And right now it looks like For the Wolf is still struggling to get that attack going. Curious Lover just going all around them, maintaining that aggressivity, maintaining that pace. And right now Curious Lover back onto me, pushing For the Wolf back into their spawn and bringing that Rainmaker, like waiting for the Rainmaker to respawn onto me is just giving a bit more time to Curious Lover.
Yes, because it's all that they need. Curious Lover just need time to recover from a push. And so once you get some kills, you have to push right now. And yeah, some very good kills from Kaki, but it's not enough because their teammates are just coming back to mid, so they don't have time to really push and make the difference here. And with 30
now-
seconds left,
Yeah.
it will be very tough for FTW.
Yeah, For the Wolf have now 22 seconds to grab that Rainmaker and bring it pretty much to a KO. It's going to be very tough, especially since Curious Lover are just keeping the trades going. And the trades is all Curious Lover need right now. That vacuum onto the Rainmaker shield. Just delay. Right now, the Rainmaker is popped.
And the kill on Garou, but be careful because it's maybe the chance for the Wolf. Meow pushing forward here with the carbon. They just need some turf. They just need some ink here for Kaki. The wipeout is here. It's maybe.
What is happening? Kaki!
Nightbomb and the lead. The lead is taken. And for the Wolf, getting the 5th game. Getting the tiebreaker here. On the last seconds of overtime.
What a comeback by For the Wolf. Really hanging in there in that game. And what, like, Curious Lover really thinking they had it, thinking they had everything for themselves. Being a bit too confident and just throwing themselves at the Rainmaker, wanting to be the one to get that splat onto the Rainmaker. In there, if Curious Lover stays calm, just throws bomb and waits for the Wolf to make the mistake, they get that game. But For the Wolf able to get these picks, they get to get the surprise, and what a comeback! What a way to get into a game 5, Curie.
Yeah, what a game, and what a game, and we're going to game 5, and a little mistake from Garou, who reported the match as a 3-1. But yeah, just small errors. It's okay. They will just play the game 5 as normal. It's a 2-2 right now.
Yeah, 2-2. It's all going to be decided here, and it's. I mean, we still have the pick to be made by Curious Lover, and we've seen Curious Lover on their counter pick. They've been so strong so far, so we'll see how they're able to do. But right now, For the Wolf, they can be pretty happy with themselves because they held on.
Yes. So yeah, just need to make the ban. Just small problem, but don't worry, nothing very important. Oops.
And like honestly, at these points, these two teams are pretty evenly matched with each other. It's really nice to see that kind of parity, even in a small tournament. And it's really nice to see these teams go the distance. And it's I feel like one different map, choosing the one mode, the one map where your team is a bit more comfortable, where you can play your own game and get things going, is going to probably decide things. Curious Lover are in a very good spot right now. They just need to find a way to shut this wolf down.
Yeah, because right now FTW just has the momentum, so they just need to keep it going, while Curious Lover have to recover from a lose. And so they will pick tower control for the last game. Very interesting pick here by Curious Lover, right? I think.
Yeah, we haven't seen tower control yet, and honestly, it's the kind of mode that really I think profits there's a bit slower, more calculated game style. Like they want to hold the positions, and holding the positions is so key onto tower control. That being said, it's going to depend a lot on what maps get banned and what map gets picked.
Yes. Okay, I just handle it. And so we're waiting for the ban from FTW, and I think as always they'll just ban some flat maps. And I think yeah, I sense I forget the name of the map, of course. Oh, my bad, they're banning Hagglefish. Hagglefish and Ill-Tail Alley are banned from For the Win, For the Wolf, sorry again. Yeah, I thought they were letting Hagglefish Market because, I mean, it's a very good map for moving around. Like, it's open, yes, but you can do pretty much whatever you want on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, let's just see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's all again like I think tower control overall is going to be to the advantage of Curious Lover.
Yes.
We can expect to see something happen like we saw on Clan Blitz in Inglot, of that patient play, that map control that Curious Lover had, except if they manage to just like step on the tower, keep it a bit active, they get that special advantage and they can just run with it. So from then on, it's going to be on Curious Lover to wait for the Wolf to make the mistake, to run onto them and make that one mistake that allows Curious Lover to just get some ground for free if that happens. That being said, for the Wolf, they're going to have to move forward onto Curious Lover and try to not make that mistake, try to get that pick. And if they do so, they could snowball Curious Lover very, very, very fast.
Yeah, and we have the last map. It will be Sturgeon Shipyard on TC, so.
Sturgeon Shipyard is going to be very good for the Wolf. Lots of nooks and crannies, lots of different ways to get in, and I feel like it's all about Curious Lover using the mode to establish their rhythm versus for the Wolf using the map to really create havoc and get that extra pick, get that extra surprise onto the Curious Lover.
Yeah, it will be all about this. And so, yeah, everything will rely on the different compositions of the lineups, because we have teams who have pretty much the same level. So everything rely on the composition, the matchups, and how everyone handles the opponent. It's not very a team who is clearly better than the other. It's a team who manages better the map mode and the composition.
Yeah, I mean, so far we've seen 2 versus 2 in terms of points. Both of these teams are pretty evenly matched. It's all going to be decided there, and honestly, I'm not sure at this point which team is going to get it. This is such an explosive map that both of these teams could really get things going. It's all going to be decided, I feel like, by one fight could just change everything, give one team the momentum and allow the team to just go so deep into the enemy territory that there is no comeback from that. But we'll see how it goes.
Yep, and you said it at the exact time the game launched. That was an amazing timing.
Hey, I'm a pro caster. I know what I'm
pro caster, not seeing the cam and yeah, knowing when the game starts. And we got the 4K out from Potato here.
That Editor giving extra range. Meanwhile, on the side of For the Wolf, we see a machine coming. That machine, the old machine with the Booyah Bombs and the Soda Bombs. It is a force to be reckoned with, especially on this map mode, and I feel like For the Wolf are really looking to set traps pretty much everywhere all around this map.
Yeah, and Potato getting the the wave out here. Be careful on Meow still here on the right, but Meow not succeeding in their approaches.
Not succeeding, but right now FortheWolf is getting the advantage and is able to move forward, bring that tower to the checkpoint. Curious Lover already there to answer, and Yoshi is getting a very, very nice pick onto the super jump. And right now, a tower is back into mid.
Tower is back into mid, and the special are there for Curious Lover. -3 here. Only Kaki left. Sharking. They can't see him, and he got 2 kills, 3 kills on Mist.
Kaki stopping it all right now. It's just Potato. Potato has to move back. Respect for the Wolves' attack right now, and FortheWolf is going to bring the tower back to the checkpoint, and they're going to get that lead.
Yeah, and very good Shark here from Kaki, getting the kill and completely stopping and reversing Curious Lover.
Yeah, very, very nice on the side of FortheWolf. They are not getting that checkpoint yet. Apple trying to get that surprise onto the tower, but right now it's just Apple just dancing around there, trying to stay standing.
And disconnection.
Oh wait.
Yes, they can rematch because it was before the 50 points and before the 2 minutes 30, so they can rematch.
Well, you can call that disconnect in the nick of time. Curious Lover keeping themselves in that game. That was an unfortunate disconnect, and especially like I feel like FortheWolf have to be a bit pissed about that one because they were finally getting that push. So we'll see how it goes. Our disconnected player will join back the lobby as soon as possible. And
yes.
We'll play it back. Okay, so
there will be a rematch. We're just waiting for Mist to come back.
Okay. And honestly, these two teams were pretty evenly matched.
Yes.
It was just that extra aggressivity that FortheWolf was able to get, that ability that they had to really go forward, keep the fights going, and take that extra pick, use the elevation, use the way the map is going to, with that machine, with that carbon, have fights that really Curious didn't want to take. And Curious Lover really struggling to get any momentum going. We saw that even when they had 3 players down, they got themselves surprised and were not able to recapitalize on their advantage. So if Curious Lover doesn't find a way to really establish that control, FortheWolf are in a very, very good position, and right now they have the momentum for themselves.
Yes, and so as it's a disconnection, no weapon change allowed. The game will just launch immediately. And so we're back for game 5.
Yeah, back into game 5, and let's see what these teams are able to do. So as you said, we don't see any change in team composition. It's back to that very aggro, no backline for FortheWolf. And Curious Lover looking to just like, if they can set Potato with the Eliter in position that has like a bird's eye view of what FortheWolf is doing, Curious Lover can just wait for FortheWolf to make the mistake so they can move forward.
And Meow already playing with Curious Lover nerves here, having to jump off still and getting killed here by Yoshi's. And yeah, it starts with a nice push for Curious Lover.
Yeah, Curious Lover finding finally the momentum they didn't have until now. Kaki having to... Oh! Kaki being flanked right now. Apple already in there, and Curious Lover. They have that push right now. They're already at the second and final checkpoint. Guru is going to trade right there with just Potato left standing for Curious Lover. For the Wolf are going to get some breathing at least, but that's the first checkpoint down.
Yeah, first checkpoint and almost the second. So yeah, For the Wolf have a mountain to climb.
Yeah, lots of things to do, and right now Curious Lover is just toying with them. That team that really struggled to get anything going against For the Wolf right now. They are in full control of the map and forcing For the Wolf to use their Zuka so far away from the tower. It's going to be another try at the second checkpoint for Curious Lover.
Yes, and yeah, oh, almost till the second checkpoint. And Guru alone here on the right side. Apple getting the kill and getting to the spawn here, really opening the way to the tower.
Opening the way
Meow.
to the tower.
Careful of Meow here. Very good reaction.
Yeah, found, punished, and Curious Lover is back on the attack, back on that second and final checkpoint, and looking to really get it. For the Wolf has really struggled to get anything going, but at least they're able to push Curious Lover away.
Yes, pushing Curious Lover away, yes, but not killing them. So Curious Lover is already there on the mid, ready to defend and make any action needed, like this wipeout.
And that means Curious Lover is back on the attack, and look at that, they have the special, the Zuka at the ready. Knife things on the side of For the Wolf, but For the Wolf uses the Zuka first, gets these shots, and again Curious Lover able to bring the tower there, but not able to give that second checkpoint. For the Wolf are keeping themselves alive.
Keeping alive, yes, and still no point for FTW. It's very hard for them to find any opening in Curious Lover defense. That wall was amazing here, and Yoshi's getting the kill again. Meow killed, and specials are ready for Curious Lover.
Their specials are being ready indeed. Curious Lover back on the attack. They are not wasting any time. Every time they get a Pikachu, Yoshi is on top of that snipe, ready to use the Zuka, ready to apply some more pressure. But Curious Lover, again, bringing the tower there, but not going further. For the Wolf, they have a minute to push that tower, but right now they are just not able to get out of their side of the map.
But I still feel like if FTW gets these kills, they will be able to get the lead, because it's not an amazing lead, 32 points left. But yeah, -3 and 45 seconds left. And Curious Lover just getting some pressure. They don't keep the tower on mid. They get it with them.
The momentum is all for Curious Lover right now. They are back on the attack with the Tacticooler. They're just going forward, and oh, that's bad jump right there.
Wipeout here.
Wipeout.
And with 15 seconds left, I don't think there will be a lot of chance for FTW. More points here for Curious Lover. 5 seconds left. They have to make the kills. They have to take the towers. And there's only Potato left. It's maybe that chance.
Yeah, and the Father Wolf now, they need to do what they
and
failed.
unfortunate TPs. Unfortunate TPs here from Cozy and Meow.
Oh, what a way to end it. A bit too eager to super jump in, and Curious Lover is going to qualify for the finals of this Curious Cup number 2.
Yeah, getting the finals against, I guess it will be Shade, who will face them in final. So yeah, amazing win here from Curious Lover. And FTW were very good too.
Yeah.
The both team played very well, and we can see like continuity over the sets. Like FTW getting barely the wins against Super Team 5, and here getting very close to win too, but not enough. And yeah, very good, very well managed here from Chris Lover, getting. I think it was a perfect game because FTW didn't push at all.
Yeah, I mean, it was an incredibly solid game, and it was really Curious Lover maintaining that momentum. They didn't try to really use all their resources to get that second checkpoint. They just wanted to maintain that momentum, make sure that they had players on the map, allowing them to super jump back in and allowing them to really keep that control onto mid, able to deny. And really, they beat that game through the clock by simply staying in control and deny any counter attack on the side of for the Wolf.
Yeah, and
And
honestly, I feel like it was their plan for every game. Like they won their games by being patient, by getting one important push, and then just letting FTW trying, but by defending very well. So FTW couldn't even push against them. And so yeah, the decider of the set was really the defensive game.
yeah, as you said, like really that patience, that slow play, that solidity of the defense really gave it to the Curious Lover. But now they have to go on to the finals against Shade and see if they are able to stay as solid as they were against the Wolves.
Yeah, and so just to wait to the final, I will just make a short break so I can handle the overlays. So yeah, just see you in a few minutes. now. And we're back here for the final. It's the last set. Again in BO5, and this time we'll face QsLover versus Shade. QsLover, you know them because you've seen them the past set. Shade, maybe not. If you're from the French community, I think you know them. Well, they're just French players. Honestly, pretty solid French players. I think maybe close to +3. I don't know if there's any +3 player in Shade, but some were suggested.
Okay.
At least.
Yeah, and they're going to have a very tough game ahead of themselves going against QsLover. But we've seen QsLover avoiding all the ledges as much as they could. So starting on Mako zones is possibly a very, very good opening for Shade.
Yes. I feel like the openings aren't great for QsLover. Everything is against us tonight.
Oh, come on. Like, if you're a team of the caliber of QsLover, you have to be ready
you
to
have
play
to
on
adapt.
Mako
Of
zones.
course, you have to adapt.
And Mako zones is such a classic a map that has been played by everybody all the time. Like, QsLover, they're ready to play on it. Like, they're not sad to see it. There are much worse maps to play on. And honestly,
Yes,
as a way to start these finals, that's a very good one to start on.
yes, of course. But it's not the best map they can play on. At least it's better than Flounder Heights, where they had a clear disadvantage.
Yeah, they really struggled on Flounder Heights, and I mean, because like you can't really set your backliner in position on Flounder Heights. And QsLover, we've seen they play off Potato's snipes. Once Potato is in position, like things go very different for QsLover. So if QsLover are able to put Potato securely onto that offensive stack, able to have like a bird's eye view of all of a Shade's side of the map, they could have a lot of momentum for themselves and they could score a lot of points. But here we go. Let's start.
Yep, let's start. And of course, oh no, the leader is from Shade here with a Nautilus. And yeah, the pencil is back from Potato.
Yeah.
Oh, and already a kill here on the left side from Mishi.
And that kill is going to be traded though. Shade has to move a bit backwards as QsLover is going to take the zone, is going to take a few picks, but Apple gets picked themselves right now. 2 down onto Shade though, and QsLover is going to keep that control onto the zone. And right now, if Yoshi is able to take control of that stack, QsLover could have a very, very good hold.
Yes, and already Mishi being a bit... Oh, very good kills here on Yoshi, my bad! I was about to say it was in difficulty, but apparently no.
Yeah, Mishi not afraid to get these tough snipes right now, but QsLover down to 30 points now. Shade has to move forward, has to get that capture onto the zone. They get it, and now it's their turn to move forward.
Yeah, they could move forward a bit. They could stop the push, but yeah, not enough. And QsLover is already on mid, already with all the turrets they need. Shade just in their spawn, struggling to keep up the rhythm.
Yeah, and Apple just maintaining that pressure onto the ledge, getting 2 right there. QsLover, they lose players, but they keep the zone. Mishi is able to get these nades, but it's not enough. QsLover is just respawning fast enough to paint the zone, and they keep it. Curie, they're almost done with their penalty right now.
Yeah, almost done. Like a few points left, and they're starting again to get some real points. Cat trying to get some kills here on the block with its note.
Ooh!
He got the kills on me, finally.
But Shade not able to apply penalty right now. Apple just dancing on the zone, getting pick after pick. And Mishi has to move back. Apple just needs to paint on it.
Yeah, just paint the zone, guys!
Oh, paint the zone right now! Curious Lover gets the zone back and gets game number 1.
Game number 1 done for Curious Lover. And it was a bit of a domination here. Shade, with all their tries, couldn't even like take the zone for enough time to re-get some points. They had a penalty, like they had one push, but yeah, not enough. And Curious Lover just playing their play and yeah, getting some kills, getting some pressure, and getting the game.
Yeah, and Shade, they were constantly in that fight. They was constantly so close to getting that zone, so close to getting that extra pick, so close to getting that map control. If Shade just was a bit more patient, waited for an extra player, and got an extra pick, got a slightly better fight, they were moving forward, but they were just always a bit too soon, a bit too early, and missing one shot that changed everything. And every time we had Curious Lover stay on top of his fights. So if Shade are able to really find a way to regroup a bit better, attack together a bit better, they could get back into that game. But Curious Lover in that game 1 really full control.
Yeah, as you said, like what decided, I think, the game was really the team play and how each team managed to stay together to win.
Yeah, really, like Curious Lover, they had players down all along. Shade really managed to get picks, to divide them at times, but Curious Lover always able to respawn and get back onto the zone and be mindful of the objective for all that time. And Shade kind of panicking around the zone, not able to apply that penalty, not able to really regroup and push as one. If they manage to get an objective that is a bit faster, that allows them to really have that speed that they want to have, they could get back into this competition. But right now, Curious Lover is up 1-0 and waiting for the counter pick.
Yes, waiting for the counter pick. We just need the mode from Shaki and Shade. Then yeah, Curious Lover will be able to ban 2 maps. And then it will be the pick from Shade. And yeah, I think Shade just trying to make the best decision possible. They can't really afford to lose a game like this, because if they miss one game, it will be the last one they can lose before losing the tournament. So important choice here, because they also have to regain the momentum. Like right now, with the game that just happened, Curious Lover is in full force. They have all the confidence they need. So everything is in their advantage except the map.
Yeah, it's really on to Shade to find a way to stop that momentum. And right now, our players are just confused about how this big ban works again.
Yeah, sorry.
So we are just explaining them what the rules are. After all, it's only the final of the tournament. But yeah, it looks like Shade wants to go on
Zone, yes.
zones. Yeah, we will see how
and
it
they're
goes.
deciding, like they they make their choices on the Discord, and I wanted it to be on Battlefy. Please. Okay, and so Ban Barnacle and Flounder Heights from Curious Lover, and so now just a pick, and they will pick so Mahi Resort again in Splat Zone. So yeah, pretty classic.
Yeah, and I feel like Curious Lover are going to be very happy with Mahi Zones. It's it's the kind of map mode that is good for whatever composition you're running. So it's all going to be decided by the really the game plan, the way your team is able to coordinate. So we'll see if Shade is able to find that coordination that they didn't have onto Macro. But if Curious Lover just right now they just need to repeat their game plan that they had on Macro, and they should be able to get that game.
Yes, as you said, just the momentum to like Splatoon is really a game of momentum. If you can keep your momentum, if you can keep the mental to keep going and keep winning, yeah, it's you have like almost half of the work done. Because if you lose confidence in yourself, it will be much harder to make any move, really.
Yeah. And right now it's all on Shade to find a way to break that momentum that Curious Lover have. Curious Lover bringing back the Eliter. Oh no, they didn't have an Eliter in the previous game. Wait, White Shade? Shade with a double backline right now.
Yeah, I mean, I already seen them. Like, Ka isn't full backline with the ballpoint. He plays really aggressively with it. And you can see he already has a jet here. Taking the zone. Almost taking the kill on Yoshi, but it's already a full team.
Yeah, and it's just going to be the backline, the Eliter on the side of Shade. Moving moving away. Curious Lover. They have that control now, and they are looking to make the points. That water is going to drop though, and that's going to change the way things go a lot.
And already water level dropping here because the Curious Lover have 50 points left right now, and -3 on the. Yeah, Mist is pretty much alone here. Oh, some small lags maybe.
Yeah, a bit of lag on the side of Mist again, but it looks like Shade has that control onto the zone, and that's the kind of momentum that they want right now. They're making quick work of the points, and they're looking to get that lead if they just can manage to get rid of Mist.
Oh, Mist is disconnecting.
Mist. Oh no.
Mist is They stopped it! Like, they stopped the push at 50 points left, and like, if they keep it, Mist can disconnect safely.
And Mist is not disconnected. Mist is still in the game. The game is still going. Oh wait, there was a
disconnection
on the side of Shade.
Disconnection from Shade, but they have to keep going. They have to keep playing because Curious Lover passed the 50 points. No! They can't!
I mean,
like
50, 51.
Yes, I know it, but according to the rules, there's no rematch. But they like Curious Lover can decide to rematch.
We'll see how it goes. Curious Lover is entitled to refuse, but can play the gentleman. I'd say, come on, it's just 1 point, and like there was so much lag before. So we'll see how it goes, how it's head. We will see. Teams are just confused as to what can happen. And it looks like Shade is asking to saying, okay, well, we are forfeiting this game.
Yep. It seems like so. Pretty sad, but yeah, I guess it happens, and that's why you have to secure connections. Always, if you can play with a LAN adapter, it can save some games like this.
Yeah, we'll see. It looks like Curious Lava, they want to fight. They want to they want to play that game again, but are really purposing, hey, we can go back there.
Yeah,
like,
we can still
if
go
you
back.
want to.
Like it's not a problem. And I think like Mist is saying that because I mean he knows he can disconnect too. So like even if he disconnects like within the rules, like if they can rematch, why not Shade, you know? I just wait for the final word of Shaki. But for the moment, we're not going to a rematch.
Yeah, looks like it. And I mean, the people from Shade are not answering right now. Even if you don't take like the gentleman's giving you a game, like you still have to pick ban if you.
Yeah, I think they're choosing the ban. Okay, so they're passing.
Okay, we have a bit of confusion, but teams are waiting.
Yes. I mean, it's not that important. Yeah, so it's 2-0 for Curious Lover right now. So match point.
Yeah, kind of sad to see, but that means Curious Lover right now are one game away from being your Curious champion, which, given the name, like.
I think there's a bit of confusion.
Yep, everybody's confused. Okay, it looks like we're going to do a rematch, so it's 1-0 for Curious Lover.
Okay, 1-0, and we're going back to Mahi.
Yep. And we are going back to Mahi.
Okay, we're going back to Mahi Mahi. It's settled then.
Okay, everybody seems to be on the same page. So we will see what these teams are able to do. And honestly, these two teams were pretty even. We were 49 to 50 in terms of points. So it's all going to be decided, like, now that they know what the other team is bringing. Like, how do we coordinate? And that first fight could show a lot. Like, if Curious Lover is able to win that first fight again and get that first control of the map again, Shade could be in a very, very deep trouble, because now Curious Lover, they know how they're going to push back in.
Yes. Clearly. But yeah, the advantage of knowing the opponent counts is from both sides, so it's still even, and I think the game will be even.
Yeah.
So Ka, as we saw, charging a jet instantly, but this time on the left side, and already some good kills on both sides.
on both sides, but it's just Ka left standing while flying on the side of Shade right now. And these jumps are not going to be very good for Shade. Curious Lover is back in control of the map and looking to score the first points.
Yes, and yeah, Cat trying to get some turf and get some kills here on the right top, but being menaced by Potato. Even though Mishi got the kills, got the wave breaker, and got 3 kills here for Shade, getting the advantage here for the first time. And I guess it will be just a 4K duel right now.
A duel, but 2 players down on the side of Shade. Apple with the equal is going to move forward, get that pick onto the super jump. Lots of super jumps are getting punished right there by Curious Lover. And Curious Lover is back on the attack, and look at that. Apple with the 52 gout looking to get in, is going to at least get a pick and get away with it. But Curious Lover establishing a very, very strong defense right now.
Yeah, very strong defense. Every positioning is right now. And yeah, some specials are thrown. Yoshi getting killed here by Ka. Ka having the jet and getting the jet out here, but be careful of Potato. Potato needs to jump off, and yeah, the zone is taken.
Zone is taken by Shade, but Apple, I believe, and the rest of Curious Lover are still, well, it was missed, just still fighting around mid, getting that zone back, and Shade applied penalty, but they were not able to get that many points for themselves. And right now, Curious Lover are back in control.
Yeah, and as we saw previously, like, Curious Lover is getting pushed back, but doesn't get really killed, so they can still come back very easily. And yeah, the time I stasis, I got cast.
Yeah, as you say that, Shade is back on the attack. They have that control that has eluded them until then, and now it's Curious Lover's turn to find a way in, and we haven't seen them do that yet.
Yeah, Mishi really forward here on the left side, pretty safe though, because no one tries to rush on him. Oh, nice kill here by Apple. Very good defense, stopping the push. -3, and yeah, Mishi is a bit alone here.
Yeah, Mishi is going to have to jump out, let Curious Lover back in control, but all of Shade is already ready to attack back, ready to apply that pressure and 2 drops with Aria and Ka just getting in right now. It's 2 versus 2, and that Inkjet is going to try to get these picks.
Oh, nice kill here from Yoshi's, but getting revenged by Ka, and it's the last try. Ka trying to get to ink the zone, stopping the zone, and no. Nice game here by Curious Lover.
Yeah, and Curious Lover winning this gentleman's game.
And that was close still. It was still very, very close. So yeah, well played from both teams.
Yeah, it was close in fight, but Curious Lover really keeping that control onto the zone, really keeping that control onto mid and securing the points for themselves right now. If you're Shade, you need to go to a different mode. You need to go to a different rhythm, because zones is not working for you right now. It's like the fights are pretty even, but Curious Lover, they're getting the points.
I don't think zone is a bad mode for Shade. It's just an excellent mode for Curious Lover, because their main strength is their defensive play, their ability to be patient and just let the team come by and just get them, kill them, etc. They can let some points pass, but they just come back even stronger just after. So it's not a problem to get pushed, because they just don't get killed. Like, there were no wipeouts from Shade, I think. Like, every time, at least one player was surviving.
Yeah, it's really that ability that Curious Lover have to hold their ground, stay there. But we gave them these 2 games, and right now, Shade, they need to go to something a bit more feisty, something that allows them to really use all their fighting power to their advantage. They need to rush Curious Lover
Yes,
if they can.
because so as I said, main strength of Curious Lover is their defensive play, but if you can outrun their defense, that's where you can go in. That's so.
Mhm.
It's just finding the opening, like the small opening. You just have to, yeah, put some pressure, and eventually every defense will break with enough pressure.
Yeah.
So that's the game plan. Shaki and his teammate have to play with,
Mhm.
and I guess we're going to Clam Blitz.
Yeah, Clam Blitz is a good plan uh, against Curious Lover. So like that's the kind of shade like finding, okay, we need to move forward, we need to use our coordination. And when we need better than just like fighting for that middle ground that we've had, because that fighting for middle ground has been for Curious Lover. So now it's if they go onto Clams, it's going to be about denying Curious Lover ability to hold mid again and really getting the best out of their pushes.
Yeah, and at the moment it was the best strategy. Like, if like, no, I don't remember when did Curious Lover lost? Like, was it on a clam? Because I remember they won on
No,
clam because they did one
Curious
push.
Lover. Yeah, we saw Curious Lover play on Clams once, and they played the way they played zones. They
Yeah,
kept control of mid and stayed patient with their control onto mid. And so it's already on Shade if they want to go into Clams to deny that control of the middle of the map. But contrary to zones, they only need to do it once, and we've seen them do that once
yeah,
onto Mahi. So if they're able to deny that control one, get control and get forward onto the basket once, then it's their turn to defend. It's their turn to be patient.
yeah.
But
Like
they're going to need that push.
the goal is only to push first, and
Mhm.
like I don't know if Shade is able to get the same defense
Mhm.
as Curious Lover, but if they push once, they don't have to defend like Beast. They just have to offense like Beast. Not
Mhm.
maybe putting some clams, but just keeping Curious Lover away from the mid
Yeah.
by maybe rushing and doing some sacrifices. But if it works, it works, I guess.
Yeah.
We'll see how they handle this.
Yeah, we'll see how it's handled. So
And
Inkblot and Crableg have been banned now.
Ingblock and Tribleg, yes. So now just a decision from Shade.
Yeah, so this could be
What will they pick? So in Clam, they can pick Scorch, they can pick Museum,
Mhm.
and they can pick Macomart.
Yeah, we'll
So I
see.
think they
And
will
it
go on
looks,
Scorch. Yeah, Scorch.
yeah. So Scorch is going to be the map. It could be the last map that we see tonight in Curie.
It can be, but I think it would be an amazing map.
Mhm.
Whatever happens. And it would have been an amazing tournament.
Yeah. Yeah, very good. And Curious Lover looking to seal the deal. Shade. It's their last pick of the night. Now it's do or die. Now they need a reverse sweep if they want to get back at Curious Lover. And we've seen a reverse sweep in finals 2 weeks ago, Curious. So
Yeah,
everything is possible.
we did. I remember
Everything.
it was yeah, amazing reverse sweep from Can I lost, if I remember well. I don't remember the exact result. So yeah, Can I won by reversing 3-0 ZTO players.
Yes, and right now we'll see if Shade is able to repeat the performance against Curious Lover. But Curious Lover right now, they look incredibly strong. And it's going to be a tough one for Shade to revert. But again, it's about finding that momentum. It's about finding that rhythm. If Shade is able to get that control of mid, or to deny, or to find that patience to change the way the game is played, they have a shot. They have a very good shot, because we've seen on the fights that these two teams were pretty even.
Yep, every game was pretty even. It was just like decided on the defensive play of Curious Lover. Every time, that's where they shine. And yeah, Shade just have to find that small gap in the defense. And yeah, again, like, it's not a very aggressive composition. Like, the most aggressive weapon here is the machine.
Yeah.
While Curious Lover is passive aggressive. Like, they have a backline, but they have a lot of movement options here.
They have a lot of mushroom, and especially Curious Lover has the Tacticooler advantage. Shade doesn't have a Tacticooler right now. So they really need to stay on to the map right now, but Curious Lover is having none of it, and they are pushing deep into their Shiaki. Is going to fall down, getting a wipe by Curious Lover. And Curious Lover, they don't have that many players left standing yet, but if they can keep that basket open a bit longer, they could score a bit more points.
Yeah, they don't have much time to put some clams still. And yeah, so the push will stop at 38 points.
38 points, but Curious Lover is staying in control of the map right now. Shade has no paint outside of their own spawn, and Curious Lover, look at that back on the attack. Yoshi is just waiting for
They're coming back
to use the Zuka, and they are back in there, and they have the Super Clam in the basket again, and Mist is going to put a few more clams in there. We are down to 37, and Curious Lover, they want to end it. They want a KO.
They want to end it very soon. And yeah, Apple here on the left side.
Ooh.
Just completely holding the defense.
Holding it, and right now Curious Lover is just 4 clams away from victory, and they have these clams. They just need to put them in the basket.
Just need 2 more clams. Will Apple make it? And yes! Yes! What a performance from Curious Lover in like 2 basket opening, but it was almost a single push here.
Yeah, it's really bad. Like, Curious Lover, at the end of that first basket opening, they recognized that they didn't have the time to put the clams in the basket, but they kept control onto mid. They let Shade think that they could get back into mid, get back into the fights, but instantly they were punishing that. Instantly they were back on the attack. Really, it was Curious Lover controlling the pace of these 3 games and staying in control of the map for all of these 3 games that really gave them the victory, and congratulations to them. They just won the Curie.
Yeah, Curious Cup won by Curious Lover. I mean, it's the best thing we could hope. And if they oh, sorry, Cam is dead. If they love Curie, like, they had to win Curious Cup, and so they get it. Amazing run by them, with a 2-0 win against 3-2 wins against Super 5. No, I completely forget it.
For the Wolf.
Yeah, 3-2 win against For the Wolf, and 3-0 against Shade. So Shade getting a 2-0 win on ASC Niji, getting so the DQ win against Vanessa, and so falling against Curious Lover in final, while For the Wolf gets the 3rd place. Thank you all for playing the tourney. Thank you all for watching the stream. Thank you to Relic and Splatos for TOing, and thank you, Tom. Thank you, Pat, for commentating.
Yeah, my pleasure. Always a pleasure being here with you in Curry to commentate these good games. And thank you to you for managing this tournament, and thank you to our competitors and viewers for being there for Curious Cup number 2. And there will be more to come in a few weeks.
There will be more to come in a few weeks. I plan on doing the tournament every first Saturday of the month now. So we will come back on, so it will be January 6th, then February 3rd, and we'll see after. So that's the next date at the moment. So again, thank you all for watching. It was Pat J and Inquiry for Curious Cup. Have a good night, have a good day for Americans people, and yeah, see you later.